Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is Charan. In this video I will show you in MVC how to create a login page, and after login successfully how to display the user image profile on welcome page. I am adding a new registered user, jack at gmail.com. The password is 1111. The repassword also 1111. The gender male. I'm selecting the profile image, choose file. I'm selecting the profile image animal 3. Registration. Here we got a message, user record Jack is saved successfully. Let's check in the database is the Jack record is added or not. I'm executing this table, and here we got the jack at gmail.com. Let's log in with jack at gmail.com. Jack at gmail.com 1111 login. And see here in the welcome page, after login with the jack at gmail.com, the profile image is visible in the welcome page, and we'll check in the images folder, user images, show all files. See here the animal3.jpg is added. If you are a first time visitor to my channel, please subscribe to get the latest updates. In my previous video, I have showed how to create a new user registration form in MVC with upload user profile image. The profile image will be stored in the project folder user images, and the image path is saved in the database. If you don't know how to create the registration page with user profile image upload in MVC, at the end of this video tutorial you will get that video link. Okay, let's get back to the coding part. Let's start the coding part. In the models folder, I'm creating a new class for the login. Right click the models folder, add class, and the class name login class. Click add, and here we got the login class. Now in this login class I'm creating the login properties, which are the user email ID and the password, and as well as I'm adding the validation controls. So for that I'm adding the namespace data annotations using system.componentModel.data annotations, and login class public string uemail get set, and the second property I'm adding password public string upwd get set. The required error message, enter valid email ID. Display name is equals to, the label name is email. Let's copy this one. For the password, enter password, the label is the password. data type dot and the data type is the password. That's it. We require the properties, the username and the password, and as well as we have added the data annotations, which are the validation controls. After adding the login class, let's create the controller. Open Solution Explorer. In the controllers folder, right click that one, add controller. I'm selecting MVC for controller empty, add the controller name. I'm changing to login controller, add, and here we got our login controller. The first thing, I'm adding the namespaces using the models MVC project name dot models, and also I'm adding the namespaces of SQL Server classes using system.data dot SQL client, using system.data using system.configuration. After adding the namespaces, I'm creating a new action result for the index for HTTP post. Let's copy this one. HTTP post. Hello anonymous. Now in this action result index, I'm adding the login class, LC. Now let's write the connection string main con is equals to configuration manager dot connection strings. Between these double quotes, I'm adding my connection string name. Go to web.config file, my connection. If you don't know how to add the connection string in the web.config file, in my previous video I have explained how to add the connection string, so I recommend please watch that video. Switch back to the login control class again. Let's paste that connection string name dot connection string SQL connection. SQL con is equals to new SQL connection, which takes the parameter of this main con. String SQL query is equals to, and here in the SQL query I'm writing the select statement. Select, the column name is you email, comma you password. From the table name is dbo.mvc reg user, copy that one, I'm pasting here, where user email is equals to at user email and user password is equals to at user password. SQL con.open method, SQL command, SQL com is equals to new SQL command, which takes two parameters. One is the command text SQL query, and the second one is the SQL com. SQL com dot parameters dot add with value. The string parameter name, the first one is the user email, at user email between double quotes, comma, and here the object is the property value lc dot u email. Copy this one, paste here, user password, lc dot upwd, SQL data reader SDR is equals to SQL command dot execute reader method. If SDR dot read method, if the username and password are true, I want to redirect to the welcome page. Return redirect to action. The first one is the action name, which is a welcome, comma, the controller name is a login controller. So let's create the public action result welcome page. Public action result welcome return view here I'm adding session. The session name is the email ID is equals to lc dot uemail dot toString method. I'm adding forms authentication. Here I'm adding using system dot web dot security forms authentication dot set a cookie. The string username is lc dot uemail and the second parameter is a boolean type, so I'm adding true. Else, if the username and password are wrong, I want to display the message. For that I'm using view data message is equals to username and password are wrong. And the last one, I'm closing the connection string, that close method. That's it, we have done the complete coding part. Now we need to create two view pages, one for the index, the login controls, and the second one is a welcome view page. After login successfully, we need to redirect the welcome page. So first, let's create the index view page. Highlight the index, right click that one, add view. The view name is the index only, and the template I'm creating the model class. Our class name is a login class, so I'm adding the login class in this model class. I'm adding reference script libraries, add. And here we got the index view page of the login control. Let's change the heading login page. I'm deleting the h4 tag. The button control, I'm changing the value to login. That's it, we have done the necessary changes in the index login page. I can switch back to the login controller. This time we will create the view page for this welcome action result. Highlight the welcome, right click, add view. The view name welcome only, and the template I'm not choosing any template, the empty without model. Add. Here we got the welcome view page. Now in this welcome view page, after user successfully log in, I want to display the username. So here I'm adding the session variables at if switch to the login controllers, copy this one, add here is not equals to null, at copy this one dot toString method. That's it, we have done the complete coding part. The main important thing is we need to configure the route config file. So open the Solution Explorer and app underscore start route config. The controller name is a new reg. I'm deleting that one. I'm adding the controller name is a login control. Login. That's it. Switch to the index.cshtml. Let's check the output on the browser. Google Chrome. And here we got the output, the login page. The controller name is a login and the action result is the index view page. The first thing we'll check the data annotations is working or not. So I'm not entering any values in the email and password. I'm clicking login. Notice here we got the validation messages, enter valid email ID, enter password. The email ID is charan@gmail.com and the password is 1111. charan@gmail.com 1111. Login. And notice, and we are successfully redirected to the welcome view page and the user email ID is charan@gmail.com. Now my next step is I want to display the user profile image in this welcome page. Let's get back to the coding part. We'll finish the rest of the code. I'm stop debugging. Let's write the code to display the profile image in the login control. In the welcome action result, string display image is equals to, now in the string variable I'm storing the session variable. Copy this one, I'm pasting here. I'm typecasting string. After that, I'm adding my connection strings. Just copy this one up to here. String SQL query is equal. Now here the select query, I'm writing to fetch the image URL. Select UIMG, copy that one. I'm pasting here from the database. This is the table name where the column name is uemail, copy that one, is equals to single quotes plus plus double quotes, single quotes and double quotes. I'm closing that. Now between plus plus I am adding the display image, which is a session variable. SQL connection.open method, SQL command SQL.com is equals to new SQL command, which takes two parameters, SQL query, and the second parameter is the connection object, SQL.com. sql.com.parameters.add with the value. The string parameter name is a user email. Copy that one between double quotes. And the second parameter is the object value, which is session email ID. Just copy this one and pasting here. Dot toString. SQL data reader SDR is equals to sql.com.execute reader. If sdr.read method, if the user email ID is available, I want to fetch that profile image of that user. String s is equals to sdr between double quotes. I'm adding the user image. Copy that one. I'm pasting here dot toString method. After storing the image path in the string s variable, I want to pass this s variable to the welcome view page. For that I'm using view data image is equals to s. The last one I'm closing the connection string sql con.close method. Let's copy this view data image. Copy that one. Switch to the welcome.cshtml. Here I'm adding the image control. Image source is equals to alternate tag image height 150 width 150. In the image source add html dot, I'm pasting the view data message. That's it, we have done the coding part. After successfully login, the user image profile will be displayed. Switch to the index.cshtml. We'll check the results on the browser, Google Chrome. I'm logging with my credentials, charan@gmail.com, and the password is 1111. Click login, and here we got the output. The user email ID is displaying in the welcome page, but the profile image is not displaying. The reason, in our database, notice in the user image the path is added with the tilde symbol. If it's ASP.NET image control, the image will be displayed, but we have added the HTML image control. We don't require this tilde symbol. Let's delete this tilde symbol. Right click the table name, edit top 200 rows. In the user image column, I'm deleting the tilde. Execute, and also in the ASP.NET coding part, in the registration controller, remove this tilde symbol. So next time when we add a new register user, this tilde symbol is not added in the database table. Now let's check again the results on the browser. Index.cshtml, it's a login page, Google Chrome. Again I'm entering with my credentials, charan@gmail.com. The password is 1111. Login. And here we got the user profile image bike 1. It's a bike 1.jpg. This one. Let's add a new registered user. index.cshtml. It's a registration page. Google Chrome. I'm adding a new registered user, jack at gmail.com. The password is 1111. The repassword also 1111. The gender male. I'm selecting the profile image, choose file. I'm selecting the profile image animal 3. Registration. Here we got a message, user record Jack is saved successfully. Let's check in the database is the Jack record is added or not. I'm executing this table, and here we got the jack at gmail.com. Let's log in with jack at gmail.com. Jack at gmail.com 1111 login, and see here in the welcome page after login with the jack at gmail.com, the profile image is visible in the welcome page, and we'll check in the images folder, user images, show all files. See here the animal3.jpg is added. In my next video I will show you how to update a profile image. That's it.